Some of the greatest joys we experience in life are as a result of a happy family life. But living in these hectic last days, achieving such happiness is very difficult. The governing body deeply appreciates you hardworking parents and all that you're doing to try to help your children find a rich, satisfying life. As a parent, I remember the challenge we faced trying to develop love for Jehovah in the hearts of our two little boys. We used the tools available, the Bible, Watchtower articles, and then in 1978, how thrilled we were to receive my book of Bible stories. What a godsend this proved to be.
G'day again, NotJah Witness here for my 10th part of calling bullshit on the Jehovah's Witnesses children's book, My Book of Bible Stories. If you haven't noticed already, I like to just jump straight into it. Part 666. Wait, no, 6-6. Jezebel, an ugly a wicked queen. But just look at that picture. Tell me that wouldn't scare you as a young, sheltered child. Anywho, I think most know this one, but to be honest, I didn't, because the scary bitch in the picture. So, we're into the bad kings of Israel, and King Ahab is bad because his wife is a bitch. But she is basically a mobster, killing business owners and taking their property as her own, and Jehovah isn't a fan of the mafia, so God sends a dude to kill her, Jehu. She hears he is coming and gets all dolled up with makeup to try and seduce him. Jehu sees her in the high window, calls to her guards to throw her down, and her own bodyguards turn on her for no apparent reason and throw her down to her death. Because that isn't wicked or murder, because it was for Jehovah. I'm sure there's more to this story, but for me, it probably just turned me off girls who wear a lot of makeup. I mean, look at that fucking picture. Anyway, on to 67, Jehoshaphat trusts Jehovah. I'm bored looking at this one already, but here goes, it should be quick. Old boy Jehoshaphat is leading his army into battle against overwhelming odds, and Jehovah says, "Trust me, and you'll win through song. Send your best vocalists, and they will defeat your foes." Crazy as crazy does, so crazy sure did, and before they got to the fight, all enemies were dead. It says God made all the enemies fight against each other, but they were all forces of different nations and armies, so before the Israelites got there, they're just all going to still fight amongst themselves, aren't they? It sounds like they just rocked up late and the winners, or those not dead, had already left the scene. There is fashionably late, and then there is just tardy. Come on, Jehovah. That doesn't even qualify as a parlor trick. Alright, next, two boys who live again. This kid and another kid because of that old dude, Elijah, the prophet. Most have heard about this dude and his bullshit. Here's some relevance to Jesus, miracles and shit, bringing dead back, all that good stuff. Then we humans can't do that, but Jehovah can. Well, some humans could, like Elijah here, and Jesus, and a few others, but still, only God. Alright, 69. Yeah, and they chose the title, A Girl Helps a Mighty Man. I got a little lost in who the little girl was, but basically some dude is sick with leprosy. Elisha tells him to dunk in the Jordan 7 times. Interestingly, this sick dude asks quite relevant questions and doubts God, but he didn't get the boot to stick with his sickness. No, he was told, basically, I'm not asking you to climb a mountain, just to jump in the river a couple times. No biggie, mate. So he does it, and he's healed instantly by Jehovah, even though he doubted. Now, healed dude wants to thank Elisha and give him some cool stuff, but Elisha knows he'll get smite if he takes it, as God did all the work, not him. So he sends the healed dude on his way, but one of Elisha's help wanted the cool things, so he ran off and said Elisha changed his mind and thus took those cool things. But on his return, Elisha knew, and he killed him. More murder in the name of material possessions and Jehovah. I mean, dude just stole some things, and that's worth his life? How about, give him a stern lecture like they love and tell him to hand it back? It ends we shouldn't lie like he did, and can we learn a lot from this reading? Yeah, we can learn a lot from this reading. Someone pinches something, you kill them in the name of God. Now we're having fun. Jonah and the big fish. Not a whale. A big fish, people. Stupid picture. But I love whales, especially sperm whales, so I like this image. The story itself, however, is too popular for me to really bother. We all know it, and the Jesus reference and all that bullshit. So, the one thing I still don't understand, though, is how do you not start to get digested after 3 days? With the holy condom, I suppose. 71 is a beautiful page, filled with all of God's promises, living on a paradise earth forever, with peace and harmony amongst all living things, healthy and happy, except for the endless work and servitude to Jehovah and his will, else it is all still just bam, lights out. 72, God helps King Hezekiah. He's one of the rare good kings of Israel and basically needs to figure some bullshit out. More wars and battles and shit. Killing people is just too hard, so God sends an angel to do it for them, basically. Then more bad kings end up ruling again. Israel's last good king is next, and it is about Josiah. He rids the land of false idols, and Jehovah is pleased, so he says, I will punish Israel severely for their idolatry, but not until after Josiah dies. He gets to ride out the good times. It'll be nice to live your life knowing that once you die, all the people around you will live in misery and be punished by God himself. Good times. So I might leave it there today. I've been going through some old books and trying to catalogue them so that I can use them to cross-reference different teachings or whatnot, but it does take time. Actually, I was searching through boxes with my mother, and she actually refused me a book, which struck me. I'd never been denied any literature, even knowing that there were different levels, but it wasn't denied me. I don't know how, but I think she thinks I'm keenly getting back into it. Bless her sweetheart. She really was happy when I mentioned I might go to this special memorial meeting and talk, and she's trying to get Dad to go too. That won't happen. I just don't know if I'll be able to sit through it, and the interaction part where like people know me before we've even met, thanks to my dear mother. So it feels like I'm walking into a lion's den, where all the lions are all way too nice and kind, greeting you in the face and asking questions you don't want to answer. But dude, this is why I'll probably bail at the end as soon as possible. I pretty much just know I will, if I even end up going. I want to let all of you know how thankful to you that I am for the response that I've received from the community. A few of you already have reached out and offered to have a chat with me, and I certainly will be taking each of those offers up as soon as I can. I could name off a bunch of people here to thank, but I know I'll miss somebody, so instead, I just want to ask, if anyone here hasn't already, go check out my mate Fenrir, the God Eaters channel. The link will be down in the description. He's just recently put up his very first video where he describes his story from theism to atheism. It's absolutely worth the watch and a sub, as there are only good things to come from him in the future. Make sure to leave any of your thoughts in the comments section below. If you agree, disagree, or wish to correct me, feel free. Plus, if you have any topic that you wish I would cover or dig deeper into, go ahead and leave your suggestion down there too. I am on the Twitter machine at NotJah Witness. If you wanted to get in touch there or just write me some hate poetry, please do. I do always love hearing from people. And if you would like to see more on the JWs or any other religious beliefs, as I do what I can to expose and refute them where I can, please hit that like button and subscribe if you will. I truly appreciate it. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, I'm not your witness.